Hello, this is Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. In this stream, I'm going to be going over the event week for this week in Reddit Online. Yes, I get it's almost Thursday, but of course I want to make sure I get this done before the GTA Online event week gets out. So yeah, starting off, there's a 5 gold bar, like, login reward. So I put 5 gold login reward, wanted to put the word bar in there, but of course I ran out of characters, but it should be descriptive enough. And there's also apparently new maps as well for Showdown modes. So yeah, there's 4 new maps to the featured series, which each of them have you starting with just throwing knives, and then there's also shotgun pickups. And also, it says double rewards in all Showdown modes, but it sounded like there's only double XP in Showdown modes from what I saw on the newswire. So I just put the XP part in it. I don't think there's double cash. Yeah, I can go into quite the details of the maps for a moment here. So yeah, every single map is for one mode in this featured series. There's Overrun and Pike's Basin. Plunder has Stillwater Creek. Spoils of War has Roanoke Valley, and Up in Smoke has Kamasa River. And I think all 4 of those modes were ones that were previously featured before in previous DLCs. So it's just like a different variation for those different modes. I don't know if any of those has been in like the last couple weeks before. I don't know if any of those have been in before. I know there was one mode that had you starting with just throwing knives and then shotgun pickups. There was one mode like that. I think it was the first mode they came out with, where you like go into like the different things you have to stand by or whatever to collect things for your team or whatever. Whatever that mode was, that mode worked with the throwing knives and then like shotgun pickups. So basically it's 4 more modes that work in that way, where you start with throwing knives and you pick up shotguns. But each one only has a single map, so the map determines basically what mode you're going to get. Definitely quite an interesting take, I would say, on all those game modes. Starting with just throwing knives and shotguns. So yeah, they decided to do that, of course, with a few of the other modes in the game. At least I don't think the original mode with the throwing knives and the shotgun, I don't know if that one came back, though. And then there's also a free day daily challenge streak, of course. I'll go into some, like, things. I'll go into some tips for the free day daily challenge streak. For those who might not want to do very many of the daily challenges, I'll go into some of the best ones, in a sense. And then, yeah, there's 2 times XP on Showdown modes and races, and then I'll be going into the rest at some point. Before I jump into the lobby, I want to make my party. So while I load into this lobby, of course, might as well check if my microphone is working fine. Usually it does, though there's very rare times where it needs me to turn it on again for it to work. Alright, good, it's fine. Also, a big thanks really quick to whoever liked my Invade and Persuade tank review, if by any chance they viewed this particular moment of this stream for any reason. Because for some reason, some asshole on the first, within the first 24 hours of me releasing my Invade and Persuade tank review, apparently some asshole felt the need to fucking dislike it. Now there's finally someone who liked it, so thanks for that. I don't know who the fuck can dislike a fucking vehicle review. Like, you're basically kind of suggesting that it's untrue even when it wasn't. But whatever. Also, I might talk some bit about the DualSense controller, because apparently that was revealed yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was. The DualSense controller ripped the DualShock. Guess DualShock 4 is going to be the last DualShock, at least, for the next system. So might take another generation of systems for possibly another DualShock. Kind of a shame because it's kind of like the longest series of controllers like in the gaming industry. I feel the DualShock controller, since DualShock controllers have been a thing since, of course, the original PlayStation. Of course, PS2, PS3, PS4 with DualShock 2, 3, and 4 respectively. In some way, I do like, in some way, I am kind of annoyed that they like changed it from DualShock to DualSense, because like I really don't see what was wrong with the DualShock necessarily. But if they want to try something new, definitely they should go for it. I feel don't see anything wrong with that. Might go in more details on DualSense and other things like next gen, like system wise on a video if I want to like do some kind of different video compared to what I typically do on the main channel. But yeah, before I even consider doing a video on the next gen stuff, I kind of wanted some sort of hardware thing from both like companies that are doing the next gen system. Which, of course, we're probably not going to get another, like, Nintendo next-gen system, of course, because they released their Switch a couple fucking years ago. Because, of course, the previous system failed, sadly. Even though I personally really liked it. Only did, like, 10 to, like, 20-ish million units and got, like, discontinued in less than half a fucking decade, which is a shorter lifespan for a typical system. And, of course, I'm referring to the Wii U, for those who don't know. But anyways, Daily Challenge Streak Rewards. Of course, this is a typical 1-week event week, which will go to April 13th. And it includes 10 special health cures, 10 special miracle tonics, 10 special snake oil, and 20 incendiary buckshot slugs. So the incendiary ammo for shotguns in particular. But yeah, I already mentioned the 4 new maps, so basically everything on the right is a duplicate of stuff I've already kind of talked about. And the thing on the left seems to be exactly the same as... Wait, is it just me, or did the positions of the two things just swap between those two, like, information things? Yeah, dude on train on the left. Yeah, this first one, a dude on the train's on the left, and then the shotgun bitch, or whatever, is on the right. And this one, yeah, they changed positions for some reason. Nice job, Rockstar, having a completely useless section of the benefits and offers section. What's the point in reversing them for the two things? Like, for real. I guess since these other ones, like, already cover, like, everything else, I guess they couldn't really put anything else there, though. But anyways, moving on to some other things here. 40% off all rifles and pistols. through the 13th, of course, so any rifle and pistol through the gunsmith, at least in particular, is 40% off. Don't think there's any rifles or pistols in the fence, like with how there's the like high roller revolver, for example, in the like fence, of course, but yeah, every single rifle and pistol is about half off. That's definitely quite nice for those who might want a Mazur pistol or something for this week. I believe the Mazur pistol should be a little over like 300 bucks at discount, so that's pretty good if you want like one or even two Mazur pistols for around like 700, 800. Definitely very good, since that's like the most expensive weapon in the whole gunsmith, I think, the Mazur pistol. And also the semi-auto pistol or whatever, I think that one's quite a pricey one, so it's definitely good for getting that as well. As for the rifles, I don't think those aren't necessarily all that expensive to begin with, but of course the discount's quite nice. And then 70% off all gun belts, of course. And then it's also 70% off drafting war horses. So it seems draft horses are going to excel in like their health, so it seems they're like nice healthy horses, meaning they can take the most damage within like different types of horses. So they're very good for enduring damage essentially. So that seems to be a specialty with draft horses. And war horses, I believe, are also horses that are good with their health as well. And they also apparently have good stamina as well with the war horses, it seems. So here's some more discounts here. Or at least two of them were like new sections, I think. I think the one on the right is just a duplicate again, of course. But yeah, there's 50% off at the Wilderness Outfitters. So everything in Wilderness Outfitters is 50% off except for the butcher's table. So if you wanted to get started in the like butcher business, it's sadly not going to be like 7 or 8 gold bars. It's still going to be the ordinary 15 gold bars. But yeah, if there was half off on the butcher's table, that'd be like 7 or 8 gold bars, which would be pretty good, especially given that there's a login reward of 5 gold this week. But yeah, that's quite understandable, because the 50% off is probably only for actual like cash and not gold. Like obviously you could get that same like 50% off of the gold as well. We just have to spend less gold. But because it's a pure like gold thing, because it's a pure like gold investment, because it's a pure gold investment, they probably didn't want to bother discounting the butcher's table. Of course, they probably want to do that some other weeks instead. And yeah, hopefully your camp actually fucking works. Yeah, hopefully your actual camp fucking works as well, so you can take advantage of its discount, because believe it or not, camps are actually kind of broken in this game. Like, I believe they're so broken they don't spawn properly a lot of times. But yeah, some examples, of course, is the camp dog, the stew pot, and then like the weapons locker. Those are some of the prime examples of what you can get at the Wilderness Outfitters. So yes, that means some of the like trader stuff is on discount, which is quite nice. I would also think that means that the vehicle wagons for the trader business, I would assume, would be half off as well, since I'm pretty sure you get those through Wilderness Outfitters as well. So yeah, do keep that in mind. There's going to be quite the good discounts, since there's quite the good stuff in Wilderness Outfitters, I would say. It would also be a good week to get like tent, for example, so your like cores are much better every time you spawn in the game. I got the highest one, and now I have like 175% like cores or whatever the fuck. But yeah, there's also 40% off all pamphlets. So yeah, as well, I would get like explosive ammo and like volatile dynamite and stuff like that, of course, without having to get it through like login rewards and stuff. Like you might have had to before. And yeah, as long as you're within like high ranks, like rank 90, 100 maybe, you're probably most definitely going to be able to take advantage of every single pamphlet. Some of the pamphlets have quite high rank unlocks, I'm pretty sure, of course. So especially if you're a very high ranked player on this game, it's definitely going to be a good week to take advantage of the pamphlets on discount. Since basically every day you can make a shit ton of money for the collector. That definitely makes it really easy to get those pamphlets, I would say. If you do that like every single day, grind the hell out of the collector. See if this one has anything new on it. Yes, it does. In fact, all of these are new. But yeah, 50% off all ponchos and shirts. So of course, if you want to actually see the clothing, you're basically going to have to go to a tailor from St. Denis or Blackwater, or of course otherwise you have to go through your catalog pretty much. And then there's also 70% off all pants and gloves, which includes the goatskin rifleman gloves and whatnot. And there's also limited stock clothing. I believe this limited stock clothing was from last week though, I'm not entirely sure. But of course on the screen, which has been up here for a while, you can see all the like different limited stock clothing. I'm not going to go over it though, because I'm pretty sure this is just a continuation from last week for limited stock clothing. I want to see if this last one has anything new. No. Okay, that last one is just like complete repeats. Just like the second one compared to the first one. Don't understand why they even include certain blocks on here. They have to duplicate things, but whatever. So I'll go over some daily challenges a little bit here. 0-1 don't reach high hospitality within one game day or whatever. Hostility, I mean. 0-1 don't reach high hostility within one game day. So basically don't be toxic. That's hilarious. That's funny that there was that one for today. And I'm pretty sure that's the same for everyone for today. So as long as you're not toxic in the game, you're pretty much going to get that one easily. That just made me laugh, honestly. Of course, depending on the general challenge, of course, depending on what it is, it's going to be really easy for continuing your streak. Like this one is basically guaranteed as long as you're not toxic, like I said. So some of the easiest ones to do might like be in the general section, of course. Like this one's one of the easiest ones, not like the easiest one I've ever seen every time I've checked daily challenges. But yeah, in terms of the roles, my favorite ones I would say for the roles, if you're gonna do the minimum daily challenges, would be the collector for sure. Collector maps, I wouldn't bother with the collector map ones though, since you can just look up a map on like Google or whatever, of course, and you'll easily be able to find a map of like all the collectible locations on a given day. So really it's unnecessary to use collector maps, so that's one of those rare ones I would say for a collector I wouldn't recommend. Of course, if you do search up a map like I recommended, it will make it very easy to find any collectibles in games, so that's why I recommend the collector, because as long as you use your resources on the internet, of course, they are some of the easiest daily challenges to do, no doubt. As long as you don't mind like traveling all throughout the map, which isn't anywhere near the worst thing in this game, in my personal opinion. And also, those are technically the best ones to do, the collector ones, of course, because, like, yeah, in terms of gold, you are getting money when it comes to the daily challenges. The gold is essentially the money you're getting. However, when you're only getting at 0.2 apiece without any streak, that's not too good unless you do like a few a day, which would be 1 gold bar, which 1 gold bar is $25 worth of gold in the game. So yeah, basically for the login reward of 5 gold bars this week, they're giving $125 essentially, so do keep that in mind. So if you've been wanting something in the early like $100 range, it's very good to use their 5 gold bars towards that. Or of course, it could be very good as well, saving for the next Outlaw Pass, assuming there's probably going to be another Outlaw Pass. Since if it follows the trend of the second Outlaw Pass, it might get more expensive unless 100 will be the typical tier amount, which it typically is for Battle Royale games, so it might still be 40 gold bars actually for the next Outlaw Pass, if that's a thing. Just because the 100 is pretty much the usual throughout the gaming industry for that kind of thing. And yeah, since gold can be kind of annoying to get, I would kind of recommend just saving for Outlaw Pass, or if you want something, of course, around the early $100 range, that would be a very good use for those gold bars. But yeah, when you go for the collector role challenges, you're going to technically be making money in addition to the gold bars, because of course you can sell all your collectibles for tons of money. So if you do all those good collectible daily challenges, aside for any that involve like collector maps, then you're going to be making tons of money in addition to your gold bars. That's definitely the best way to go around this event when it comes to your daily challenge stream. When it comes to the daily challenge streak, if you're going for that, definitely do collector role challenges, because you're going to make tons of money in addition to the gold. But yeah, for trader, of course, honestly, I would say trader I would least recommend when it comes to role challenges, though. Because like I said earlier, the camp with this update, especially, the camp feature in this update, especially the Moonshiners DLC, of course, has been like the most broken it's ever been. I've had quite the times where my camp doesn't even spawn in properly, so it might be very annoying trying to, like, even get your camp to spawn, so I probably wouldn't bother with the trader challenges if you're just trying to do one a day or something. Moonshine, I think I even heard people have issues getting in their Moonshine Shack as well. I've personally never had that, though I don't know how big of an issue it is compared to like the camping and not spawning and whatnot. So yeah, it can be kind of annoying if you run into major glitches with the Moonshine Shack, just like with the trader and the camp. But still, if it spawns properly, of course, there's quite the easy challenges, I would say. Special Moonshine recipe is probably just the very particular recipes, of course. And then, of course, you just have to travel distance with Moonshine wagons on missions. That's very easy. As long as you do like one sell mission, it should be very easy. And $200 made from Moonshine sold. That should only take 1 or 2, most likely. At least having a maximum distiller or whatever. And Bounty Hunter. For Bounty Hunter, basically any single one for the Bounty Hunter, aside for like the speed ones. Yeah, Bounty Hunt completed with 4 minutes or more left. That one's basically a speedrunning kind of challenge, which is really annoying. I don't know why they do this kind of challenges, make you like do a certain thing within a set amount of time or whatever. But yeah, having the speedrun thing, of course, isn't necessarily the most viable. Though to be fair, it does encourage you to, like, wait. Never mind, it doesn't actually. It kind of pushes you to do it as fast as possible, of course. Like I said, it's a speedrunning kind of thing. And it's kind of counterproductive, I would say, since Bounty Hunter, you actually make more money on those when you, like, wait longer. So if you wait longer on those, you actually kind of get more money and more gold. So that might kind of be counterproductive in a sense. But yeah, obviously, a lot of the other ones in the Bounty Hunter role are very easy. And you do make money through that, of course. You make money through all these kind of when you do these role challenges compared to like the regular daily challenges. But if you're going for the least challenges possible, just for the sake of a free stay like streak, of course, definitely the collector is the way to go. Because like I said, you can just look up a location on the maps and you'll be getting extra money if you sell your collectibles, as well as the 0.2 gold bars, which essentially, you're getting $5 essentially from 0.2 gold bars, which is essentially the minimum you're going to be able to get. Since 1 gold bar is $25, 0.2 is 5 gold bars. Wait, not 5 gold bars. 0.2 gold bars is 5, like, dollars worth of gold. $5 worth of gold is 0.2 gold bars, I mean. So kind of think of it in that way. You'll get the $5 worth in gold bars, plus you can sell your collectibles for actual, like, money. So yeah, that's a good idea of what I recommend with the daily challenges if you're literally going to go for the bare minimum. But yeah, I'm just want to make sure that I've covered everything with the event week. Alright, yeah. Everything with this event week was covered by the benefits section. So yeah, since everything was already covered in the benefits section pretty much, there's nothing extra I really have to cover when it comes to this stuff. I could play a Showdown mode if I really want to, but they've already done a mode with throwing knives and shotguns, so I don't see a point in playing one this event week stream. Plus it's really I'm really late with this stream anyways. But yeah. That's actually going to be it for this event week stream. I might talk about the DualSense controller or whatever in the next fucking stream. Well, more so than I did in this stream.